All week long, we have been saying goodbye to one of the very best storytellers ever to work in the Twin Cities.
Bill Hudson is retiring. Today is his last day. He's been a part of WCCO for more than 30 years. We know him for his friendship. You as a viewer know him for his humanity. Bill's traveled the world for this job, but it's stories about the people here at home that he truly cherishes. John Lauritsen sat down with Bill and some who've been by his side to look back on his television career.
It was a small town, and I lived on the bad side of town. I lived in Upper Town.
While growing up, Bill Hudson's hometown of Elk River only had a couple thousand people, but no shortage of characters. That led to an early appreciation for all walks of life.
Rich or poor, white or black, it doesn't matter. Small towns are unique in that way, that you're all in it together.
Hockey helped strengthen that mentality. As a high school goalie, he once made 65 saves in a game.
God, we had fun. I still am best friends with my hockey buddies.
From sports to storytelling, Bill's dad printed a newspaper, so journalism was in his blood from the start. His reporting career began in 1980 in Eau Claire, Wisconsin.
When such widespread damage occurs to a system as large as NSP's,
then it was off to Milwaukee.
Spent 5 years there, a little over 5 years there, and then got the call to come back to CCO, and happiest day of my life.
The station he watched growing up watched him grow into a standout storyteller.
My first day on the job reporting was, here's an airline ticket, fly to Chicago. You're going to Chicago to do a live shot on the 6 o'clock. It was a Saturday.
Through the years, WCCO sent Bill around the world, from the top of Mount Rushmore.
But it's not erosion that's a major cause of concern in this massive mountain of granite.
To the bottom of Lake Superior. Stories in places like Bosnia, Saudi Arabia, and Panama. Blizzards in the Midwest and hurricanes in the South. He was there when law enforcement surrounded the Branch Davidian compound in Waco.
You don't know what the world event is going to unfold, and all of a sudden there's this raid on this compound in Waco, Texas.
5 days we spent there on the dirt road in the middle of Texas.
Photojournalist and friend Dave Cheney had a front row seat to Bill's career.
Class act, partner, you weren't the photographer that worked for Bill, you worked alongside Bill. It could be the most horrific tragedy, but the way there and the way back, you're human because you're talking to a guy who is human.
And someone with great compassion for those he meets. During the Gulf War, Bill was sent to the home of a family who had just lost a son overseas.
We find the house, Dale Panchot Jr. I'll never forget the guy's name. He was 25 years old, serving in the Army. Knock on the door, and the dad answers the door, and I express my condolences, and he says, "Come on in." And it just, that moment, that they have enough faith or confidence in you to want to talk in the midst of their deepest grief, stuck with me all these years.
It was those stories that made Bill stronger and grew his love for his home state. Tales of the outdoors were his real passion.
Though pushed aside by other forms of winter travel.
From snowshoeing and kayaking to canoe making.
They're not made like spaghetti, that's for sure.
Joe Saliga, what a character he was. 91 years old, building these beautiful cedar wood strip canoes.
For as long as man's traversed this border wilderness, there's been heard the gentle swish of wood on water.
He's the best writer because he has that compassion.
With the help of fellow Elk River native Joe Berglove, Bill never stopped looking for those characters.
Dale Brown started calling me Tarzan.
That was just the greatest. And working with him it's like working with your brother.
Now, the man affectionately known as the dad of the WCCO newsroom is making time for his family.
It's the saddest day and the happiest day. I'm sad because my friend is leaving, but I'm happy because he's leaving for the right reasons and he's going to be with his family.
Bill will leave the job behind, but not the love he has for the people.
Be human, be humble, and be caring, genuinely caring, like you would a neighbor. Treat people the way you would want to be treated.
John Lauritsen, WCCO 4 News.
There are just so many things, JC, that we can say about Bill. But I think he summed it up really nicely when he said it at the end. His humanity, his kindness, his compassion, through all of his storytelling, but through all of his personal interactions, shines through every single time.
Well, and the viewers react to that, and it has been something watching the outpouring over the last week as news got out that Bill was retiring. I mean, you've been here how long, Heather?
Yeah, 16 years.
16 years. I've been here for 18, and Bill has always been the reporter. I think those of us who, you know, are reporters, who started here as reporters, who still think of us as reporters, he was the guy. He was who we wanted to be. We're going to talk more with Bill about 31 years at WCCO. Bill just had to watch that story for the first time, too. He's put together a little better than you right now, Heather. We'll see if we can break him.
He usually is, Jason.
We will break him in the next segment. More from Bill Hudson coming up.